Good morning. Hello, friends. How are we doing today? Oh, I knew as soon as I pressed the camera to be open, she'd want to come inside. I'll be right back. My dog wants to come inside. All right, here's the little floof ball. Here she is. Things to say? Okay. She doesn't have things to say. So, today is going to be a pretty, easy stream. I think. I think it'll be pretty easy. We're just going to be working more on my walking skirt. Last stream, I got the front and side panels all attached. Yay, huzzah. And then I had to zigzag the rest of the pieces. So what I'm going to be working on today is the back panel pieces, specifically attaching them. I've got to just find all of the right pages. I think I'm missing page. That's page 7. Okay. So got pages 7 and 8. So I need to create the placket, which did I not do that? I did. Here it is. I think this one's the placket. I think this was the placket. So I'm going to need to fold this in half. Aw, thank you, Kiki. Welcome. I need to fold this in half and stitch right sides together. Okay. Stitch along the short end. And then the long end, clip the corner. Turn it right side up. Okay. So another update is that I have done a whole bunch of organizing in here, in the craft room. Last night actually, I was up until after midnight cleaning, because it was well overdue. So I have things organized by projects. I even have things nicely labeled. So, So all of the pieces for my strawberry jeans are in here, including the jeans I'm going to alter. So all of the fabric pieces, the pattern, even the socks I plan on wearing when, basically the outfit I'm creating for strawberry shortcake. Everything's in here except for the sweater, which is very exciting. I have, and then I have a little tag attached with what is in this bag as far as the project goes. I have some of the bolts up at the top. I have them labeled with what their intended purpose is. Same is true with the roll over here. I've got that labeled. I'm actually pretty happy about that way of doing things. Like all of the yarn for the blanket I'm making my friend, all that yarn is in here. I have the yarn for a different project in another bag, having them all kind of organized by what their intent is. I'm finding really I like it. I mean, I only did that last night, but it was something that I had thought about doing for a while. So I'm pretty happy that I've done it. Oh, what else? What else is new? Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. I have this bucket list calendar that my cousins gave me, and I don't have any place to hang it. Just kind of a bummer, but I think the artwork on it is really cute. It's also making me kind of depressed because I have not started any seeds yet. I really want to be gardening, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see. I see so far things in March that are on this bucket list that I've done. It even comes with like stickers for you to like specify like what day you did things, which I think is so incredibly cute. I don't know who made it. I know that there's someone who designed it, and then there's been a bunch of knockoffs of it. But okay, so it's Brooklyn Swanson, spelled S-W or Swanson? Swanson, S-W-E-N-S-O-N. Brooklyn Swanson. She's the one that designed this calendar. My cousins had an extra one because they had an extra one, so they gave it to me. So things I've done so far are I have done some cleaning. I cleaned in here. I got rid of a bunch of trash, so I'm actually gonna mark that because that was a good thing that I did. I still needed to do a bit more cleaning. Do we have a dustpan? Oh, these are all the fall ones. Oh, I love it. There's the dustpan. And I did it on the 18th and the 19th since I worked across midnight to like 1 o'clock. So I'm just gonna put that on the border. I have explored budding flowers. I did that with my boyfriend on Saturday. So that one is the lilies. Let's see, anything else? Thrift a pastel clothing item. I didn't thrift a pastel clothing item, but I did thrift a beige sweater and some jeans for this sewing project, and I did that on Tuesday last week. So I'm gonna say that counts because I went thrifting. And I did technically wear green on St. Patrick's Day because of my work uniform, so that counts. Make a spring craft. Don't think I've made it an explicitly spring craft. Memorize a poem, decorate for spring. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I feel good about it. Like this is a fun little calendar. This is the first month that I've actually marked anything in it. So I think if she does a calendar like this again, like for next year, this would be so cute as a little journal. Yeah. So today is actually the 19th. So the little simplicity calendar saying of the day is, a wise man once said nothing. Oh, this would be cute. Like right there. Oh well, we will address that later. I've done so much except for soap. Are we putting things off today? No, I don't have any of my lights on. Okay, so the lighting is going to change dramatically in the next little bit. I am so sorry. I have been incredibly silly and not got any of my lights on. Clearly, being up until after midnight when I normally am someone that's in bed, like beginning the stages of sleep around 11 was an idea. I also organized all of my tea, which was very fun. I have a lot of tea. At some point, I will show you my tea collection. If you guys want a tea video, happily provide. Move my stool. But I'm feeling pretty good about how I have organized things, especially like the labels on the project bags. That helps me feel a lot more organized. Okay. Start here. And go down the long side. Snip the corner, but I'm gonna do that with my pinking shears. So that the edges spray as little as possible. Now we're gonna turn this. Oh, since last stream, actually it's been a week with these nails. These are the nails that I've done, my second set. At some point I might do a stream while I do my nails, maybe. If I'm in between big projects, I think that's going to be like a last resort kind of content. But like, you can just chat together while I'm painting my nails and stuff, maybe. Who knows at this point when that kind of stream will happen. I feel like for that stream, for me to be comfortable with doing that kind of stream, I will need to get much better at doing my nails. Because again, it's something that like I am kind of a chaotic gremlin about. So, I don't know. Okay, I have had this crochet hook pouch since I started learning how to crochet back when I was 10. You can see all of like the plastic. The plastic is falling apart. It is old, but it's still functioning for me. Like it's keeping my crochet hooks like in place, so I don't feel the need to go out and like buy a new one. I might because I have like all of these for my interchangeable crochet hook, these other heads for that one, my travel crochet hook. I might look into doing like a DIY making one out of some of my like scrap material, because you know, I'm always looking for ways to utilize my scraps, but for right now, I'm gonna put those in there because that seems like a better idea. This was like a little free thing with a knit magazine, and knitting and crocheting magazine. And, you know, who's gonna turn down a free gift or their hobby? I also think like Okay, that one's broken. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to use this one. I think knitting needles and crochet hooks are like one of those like underappreciated tools for a lot of different crafts. Like they are so useful, like multi-purpose useful. When they're big enough. I picked the wrong size. And the zipper's broken. Okay. All right. Cool. We're definitely going to have to come up with a solution. Because that zipper is on its last leg. Okay. We can come up with a solution. I know we can. We're going to try my Pom-Pom Purin crochet hook. The Pom-Pom Purin crochet hook was one that was also from a knit and crochet magazine. I know that like in the US, there aren't a lot of magazines that have truly like cool like little freebies or like gifts inside of them. Like it's like definitely something that I know is like more common elsewhere. But I always love looking at like the knit and crochet and like sewing and card making magazines, because they always tend to have like a free project, like and oftentimes like they can be themed and like it's really cool, like the theming that they have for them. Like there was a domo one, so like you could knit a little domo hat, which was so cute. Okay, got that a little further. And like this one, the magazine that I got this from came with Pusheen, like it was Pusheen crochet hook, 4mm, and a Pusheen stitch marker. And the Pusheen stitch marker gave me the idea to make really cute stitch markers for myself and the projects that I'm working on. So I went searching for cute like Hello Kitty charms, or like, you know, like Sanrio charms, and like and Ghibli charms, and I didn't find any that I really like loved that I thought would be great for stitch markers, like what I wanted as far as the vibe goes, until I saw this pack of earrings from Hot Topic, I think, on Hot Topic's website, and I was like, oh my goodness, those little pearls with like Hello Kitty and My Melody and I think Cinnamoroll was on one of them. Those or is it Karopi? Anyway, those would be so cute as stitch markers. And because like there's multiple, like in that little pack, there was like I think 3 different sets of the pearl with the character printed on it earring. That makes like 6 stitch markers. If I switch out the earring base that the pearl that the charm is on. Because I've also found that you can use earrings that have like let me see if I don't have them within reach, but if you use like the earring backs that are like the complete circle, those they need to be sturdy ones. They need to not be flimsy ones. The ones that the Hot Topic earrings came with were incredibly flimsy, so I would have had to change them anyway if I wanted to wear them as earrings. If I had my ears pierced, I would have never used the backs that came with them because they were just that cheap. But The ones that I did use actually came from one of my friends, my internet friends, my internet mutuals. She has a really cute Etsy store. Ginny's why'd I just forget her Etsy shop name? It's Jenny spelled Jinny. And I don't remember how she words the rest of it, and I don't have any of her business cards within reach. Anyway, she makes really great polymer clay earrings, but because I don't have my ears pierced, I needed to adapt them to being clip-ons, which I did. I adapted them to being clip-ons, and I saved the earring backs because I was like, okay, like these are really great, like good earring backs. I can use them for like if I'm making a gift for a friend or, you know, like something like that. I can use these. I will use these, and I have used them. I actually did make some earrings for a friend. One of my coworkers, her birthday, I made her some frog earrings using those earring backs because they're really great earring backs. So I used those for that. And I also used them to make my this is a really small facing. Sorry, ADHD thoughts. Anyway, I used them to make the stitch markers, and they have worked out phenomenally. I have another project that's in a different bag elsewhere. It's in the actual yarn storage bag, all of its pieces. It's the sweater I'm crocheting for myself. I used that to help like mark all of my spots, and they have held up really, really well. I am pretty happy about that. So yeah, I mean, if I find some more charms that I think would be good for like stitch markers, I probably will make a tutorial of like showing like what I recommend as far as the tools for that. But for right now, I just have the words I've said. Okay. So the next step is to sew this. Wait. I'm gonna press it. Turn right side out. I need to press it. So I'm gonna have to set up my ironing board. I probably will use a small one on the table. Did I miss a step with the skirt? Okay, pin and baste front side panels to back side panels and sew around the pocket, matching notches. Sew front side panel to side front and sew the back panels to side. Oh, okay. Got it. What I need to do is I still need to attach the back panels to the back panels to the side back panels, matching up the notches. That is what I need to do. So yesterday when I was cleaning, this kept getting knocked over and the pins kept coming out. So I think something that I'm going to need to do is buy a either like a magnet sheet that I can cut, like that has like the adhesive on the back, that I can cut a magnet out and stick a magnet at the bottom. Or if I do that, I could get magnet on the lid, inside of the lid, and in the base of the container. That would keep my pins inside the little mushroom. It's really, really cute. My boyfriend's mom made it for me for Christmas. She made a bunch of them, and I was just one of the people that she ended up giving it to at Christmas, which was very nice. I was very, very grateful. She does such fun things with resin. But I think if I get the magnets, it would be absolutely perfect. Like, it's great. Like, it keeps them so nicely, except I'm clumsy. I am so incredibly clumsy. And I just kept knocking it over yesterday. And end up having to clean up pins just like repeatedly over and over and over again. It was a little frustrating. Entirely my fault. Oh. Hello. Hello, Amber Nicole. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. I am doing all right. How are you? I'm glad I actually heard it that time. Most of the time I don't hear those notifications because I'm like, the sewing machine is so loud. So funny. Okay, I need to switch sides of these pins. OMG, are you making OMG, are you making a wedding dress? I am not. What I am making is a Victorian walking skirt for a costume idea that I have for a Hello Kitty fan that is a little bit time confused. So it's like the TV show, the Marvel TV show What If, like what if things like happened differently. It's the what if Hello Kitty existed in the Victorian/Edwardian era, the turn of the 1900s, when like what would a modern kawaii fandom aesthetic look like in a time period before that specific fandom/aesthetic existed? And that is what I'm making. I'm heavily inspired. There is a creator on here, and I don't remember their name off the top of my head, which is bad of me, but they did a whole Lavender Town witch costume from Pokemon, the Pokemon games, and I thought that that was like so cool. They did like a Victorian walking skirt thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is entirely cool. What is something that I am heavily like influenced by or inspired by, and how have I made that? I don't think I did this right. I think I did this wrong because I think I only need one placket and I just made this so it had 2 spots for a placket. I'm gonna need to oh my gosh. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I love the whole pink vibe. I came from a kids theater show and I'm dead tired, so just browsing. Well, thank you for stopping in. I'm glad that you're here, and I totally understand being absolutely dead tired. And I'm glad that you're able to get some time relaxing. I'm a fan of the Victorian era dresses. I love Oriental fashion. My son just turned 16 and he loves Pokemon. Yeah, that's awesome. No, Pokemon is great. I mean, I love Pokemon too. I actually did a costume, like my version of a grass type trainer costume for the Legends Arceus Pokemon games last year. I was actually working on it when I discovered the creator that I just like referenced. And I was just like, her costume was like way more detailed than mine. That was the costume that I did and I wore to a con last year was the second cosplay that I've done, but the only one that I've ever worn out in public. The first one I did in 2020, and it was for my Hogwarts house. I did a 1940s Hufflepuff costume, and I don't think I'll ever be wearing that one out in public. One, the construction is not like that great, and 2, I'm not really a big fan of Harry Potter anymore. Obviously, like it's not the aesthetic or vibe that I am going for in my life anymore. I'm much older now, so anyway. But yeah. I'm glad that you're enjoying just scrolling. Feel free to stay as long as you want. Just chill. We've got like fun vibe music. And I will end up just talking to myself a lot through this project. Of like, did I do that right? I don't think I did. Yeah. I'm glad to have you here. Okay. So the center back seam. See, I just kept skipping steps. Center back seam, stopping 9 inches from the top. Okay, 9 inches from the top. Let's see. Yeah. So I am tempted to starch this. I am so tempted. But I don't have starch with me. So, is that 9 inches? It is. Sweet. We're just... Yeah, so I will actually, I'm going to show you the material that I'm going to be making the blouse out of, because I'm going to be making a more like again, like for the time tangledness of this project, the blouse I'm actually making from a Laura Ashley pattern from the 1970s, 80s, late 70s, early 80s. That, because like Laura Ashley's clothing was very much inspired by the Victorian / Edwardian era. So, eras. So that's the blouse that I am going to be making, and I'll show you the material I have. Which is where like the Hello Kitty really comes in. I love it. It's a pinstripe. It's Hello Kitty with apples, macarons, a couple mugs, some cider, some pie. And it's just, I love this vibe. I think it's like just so cute. And I saw it at Joann's like a year ago and I was like, okay, that has to be a blouse. I have to have it as a blouse. So my plan is to have this done by the time the cons I want to go to roll around. If I don't, I have a backup. I have a backup costume that's going to be strawberry shortcake themed. But that one's definitely more casual. I'm a little bit worried because of how many layers I'm going to have to wear that I might actually be dying in the convention center. But the convention center usually is kept pretty cool. Like I survived last year wearing like an all wool skirt, but I don't know. All right, center back seam. Yay. Came to a great place then. Love fashion. I also love the Hello Kitty blanket. Yeah. Yeah. So usually my streams are Wednesday, I work on the project on stream, and Sunday I play Hello Kitty Island of Adventure, which has been really fun. Getting to do that, getting to explore a couple of like my hobbies, and being able to just like chat through things with whoever like comes into chat, whether they're friends or not yet friends, because what is a stranger but a person who's not my friend yet? Yeah. My sewing machine has a ton of stickers on here. It's got a mix of Studio Ghibli stickers. I've got some Kiki's Delivery Service and some Totoro themed stickers. And then I also have some Legends of Zelda, specifically Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild themed stickers on here. I've got some other random little stickers. I got this really cute strawberry cow sticker. I've got some other strawberry themed stickers. I have a real strawberry obsession. But I like all of the stickers on my watch just told me to stand up. What am I doing? This is the second time that's happened. One thing I really like about having like the stickers on my sewing machine is that one, they cover up all the little scuff marks that like this has from like age. And two, um, they're mine, like it's a little bit of my like own creativity. I get to like decide where I place them, decorate a little bit. Okay. We've got a skirt now. Yay! It's an actual skirt. It's not just panels anymore. It's a bit of a mix of fabric and yarn in the background. Meant to ask, what are those in the background? Yeah. So I have bags with projects labeled in them. So this one has a project. It's for a pair of jeans, my strawberry shortcake backup option. I'm also just going to make it at some point, but it's my backup option for the cons that I want to go to. So in this bag is fabric, that project. In this bag, I have a blanket that I am knitting a friend. So this is all of the extra yarn for that project. As in, I say extra, it's the yarn that I'm not currently working from, like the skeins of yarn. So that's all organized in that bag. This is a bag of yarn for another project that I have in the works. And then this is my mending bag. Some shirts I need to sew new buttons on. So that's my mending bag. And then I have the Hello Kitty project in this bag, also labeled. And then on the shelves are a lot of fabrics. So I have a lot of, I have been really blessed with family and friends that have gifted me a lot of fabric over the years. And also really kind strangers that I've met in my life are like, hey, I have to clean up my stash. Here's some really lovely fabrics. So I have quite a collection of really, really unique and beautiful. I say unique because I can't find them anywhere. So I have a bunch of fabrics in bins and baskets, varying quantities that are I'm looking for projects. I've got a thread organizer in one shelf. I've got like all of my extra tech stuff in a basket. This is my sewing notions that I most want easy access to. Up above, I have more like sewing notions and things that I don't always need to have access at them, and I can get them down. But the ones that I more readily want access to, I have in this little box. I've got some other random little craft things. I've got a bunch of crafting books. It's mostly fabrics. Some other art supplies, some office supplies things. I've got some more yarn, like little bits that are left over from like past projects. I have that all stashed in one little area. That's kind of what's behind there. This thing down here is a bean bag that I made specifically for all of my scrap material. So any like from leftovers from projects, like any little scrap piece from this that I don't end up using. I have a tote bag that I'm going to make as like a companion to this. That way I have something to like carry stuff around with me at the con. My necessities and like, things I buy, because what's a Comic-Con without, anyway, about spending an ungodly amount of money. No, so I have that planned for some of the scrap material, but anything that's left over from there that isn't big enough to get used ends up going in here, so that I'm like adding as little to the landfill as I possibly can. And you responded. I'm sorry, I'm going off every now and then, LOL. My boy Kaden also came home after the award show. Oh, you won an acting award. Congratulations, Kaden. Yes, no. you come and go as much as you want. That is an awesome achievement for your son. I'm so proud of you. I'm assuming boy, you said earlier, right? Or yeah, I'm assuming that's your son. Oh, congratulations. That's so exciting. Ah, that's so exciting. So yeah, that's basically like that's where my organization is at right now. I've got a lot of material that I need to come up with projects for. I've got a lot of projects that are in the works, and the ones that I have like definite plans for, I try to collect that all together, have it labeled so that like I have like my for myself, I know what the plan is. I know what I'm doing, where I'm going with it. Um yeah, just trying to be organized. OMG, your name's Jolene reminded me of that song. Yeah, that happens. You're too kind. Well, it's a local theater run by four amazing ladies, and they cast teens in their short films and stuff in thriller mystery genre. And guess what was Caden's award? I'm gonna guess that he won either best the lead role or like like a support. I don't know. It's either lead or support or supporting role or like most I don't want to say most improved, but like the person who's put in just a lot of work and has shown so much growth in their acting. And I think that's awesome. I think it's great. Like local theater is so incredibly important, especially like when kids are young or teenagers are young, like whenever people are just like wanting to get into their craft, as far as like if it is like acting or like wanting to do like directing or filmography, having those like outlets, like for any craft, even like for sewing, for like art, and like those are just so incredibly important. It was more a comical event. Caden's award was for most death scenes because he was murdered in 12 roles. Oh my goodness. I would have not have I guess I should have like seen that coming, but I didn't. That's great. That's awesome. No, that's so funny. He must die very well in those scenes, because like to continually getting cast for that's great. What word am I looking for? Like that's good sport, I guess, about it, because like I know I personally just like, okay, I'm dying again. Great, I'm dying again. That's yay. So funny. Oh, that's great. I love it. Okay, I should probably get the iron because I need to do some ironing. 12 rolls, 12 deaths. That honestly, that kind of sounds like the start of a movie. It's just like, well, I bet you wonder how I got here again. The best lead and most kills award was for my best friend's daughter. Oh, she's the total opposite. Cadence had 12 roles, including TV show roles, and died in all 12 of them by killer ladies. That's fantastic. I love that. That is great. Ah. No, I love that. Okay, I will be right back. I need to grab my iron and my ironing board. pedal. Okay, I need that on. I always tell Caden, without the murder victim, there's no interesting story for a mystery, right? As bad as it sounds, someone's gotta die. That's true. That is true. And one of my, like, cozy comfort shows, like, to rewatch, it's, like, it's old, right? It's, like, Murder, She Wrote, and it's just, like, yeah, no, I mean, like, without a murder, without, like, something happening there's nothing for the rest of the cast to, like, do. There's no story. Question is, can I turn this the way it needs to be? This one's To be fair, I was intrigued about your stream because one of the awards my friend won was for costumes and special effects, including Caden's stab, strangled, shot, head makeup. Wow! Well, hey, that is awesome, and I am so grateful for you being here. No, I am. And I am in awe of people that are able to do, like, special effects makeup. Like, that is a skill I don't have. It's an art form all of its own, and it is incredibly fascinating. Oh, you have a Shih Tzu? She's a Pomeranian. My dog. I love Shih Tzus. They're like small dogs are just I love small dogs. I love all dogs, but I have a special place in my heart for, like, the really, like, long hair fluffy dogs. Yeah, she's got a lot of separation anxiety, so she's just chilling on a stool and has occasionally been like, hey, I need attention. Okay. All right, so we turned so we turned those in. Press the placket. What's more skillful, I wonder? The dead body actor's skill at playing dead, or the makeup lady who did the special effects? Either way, the outcome is the audience entertainment. Yes, I agree. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. I think there is, I view it as, like, it's not really for, between different skill sets, especially in like such a collaborative field like theater, acting. Um, there is no which one is more than the other because they're all necessary in order for the final thing to be what it needs to be. Like if you have a skilled if you have a skilled if you have a skilled makeup artist but an actor that isn't skilled at all, no matter how good the death makeup is, it's not going to sell because the actor isn't good. If the actor is good and the makeup is not the best, like yes, it can be sold, but it can also like you can sell the death thing, but it can take people out. I think in like sometimes watching like some TV shows, okay, for me personally, and I think this has more to do with what the audience is like, watching period dramas where the costumes are entirely inaccurate, even though the drama has like professed itself to be like as historically accurate as possible, but the costumes aren't accurate. It takes me out, as someone that like loves historical fashion. It takes me out. If I know going into the show that like the costumes are not meant to be historically accurate, that it's just meant to be like, yeah, we just slapped these characters' name, like these historical figures' names on this court drama, it's not as bad for me. It doesn't take me quite out the same way that like something that professes to be historically accurate does. So like while like a good actor can sell bad makeup, good makeup cannot sell a bad actor. So they both need to come together in order to sell something really, really well. Yeah. Those are some of my thoughts as someone who is not connected to that field at all. Collaboration is key. That's why I push Kate into. I feel as grown-ups we need such activity for communication, collaboration, teamwork. I love period dramas. Yes, I agree. Collaboration, communication, those are all really important like life skills, and they're often things that that are they're things that are taught. Like that's not something that you are naturally born like completely gifted, although I guess there are some people that are just gifted talkers. But effective communication, hello, are you gonna work for me? Effective communication requires practice. It's a muscle, right? Like in our brains, we have to practice it. Let's do it this way. And I know I point out collaboration and communication while the part is of a dead body, but it's more about teamwork, even if Kay is literally the character at the very start of the whodunit with the literal backstabbing knife in the back. Yeah. That is kind of funny. like, yeah, teamwork, collaboration, stabbed in the back. That is a funny imagery. Funny. But it is. It's the collaboration, the teamwork to tell a story, to have what is on the page come to life. Okay, I need to set that up. I think I made a mistake. Okay. We are going to just do a few more lines of stitching because that is too short there for my comfort level. Go. That's better. Okay. So now I need to take this off. You're in the way. Little magnet guide. Okay. This is not working. Not working the way I wanted it to. Okay. What did I do wrong? Where did we go wrong? I think it... ETW, love this work. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the irony, right? You have a good sense of humor. Yeah, it's funny. Collaboration, stabbed in the back, dead except for the one with the freaking knife in the back. I guess we can laugh. Yeah. Yeah, you've got to have a good sense of humor about that. For sure. For sure. Okay. Let's see. Okay. And I can turn. So this. Of course. I ran out of bobbin thread. Of course. It was going too smoothly. I should have known. I should have known. Okay. Oh. Come on. Cooperate with me, machine, please. Okay, nope. Not collaborating with me. That's fine. We will... try again. I will set this aside later. I am not wasting thread. Just get another bobbin. Okay, and we will restring this. Okay, here we go. While it's doing that, I'm going to eat some pretzels. That is a very humorous image of the... I'm assuming that's like in like the coroner's office. Morgue. Crime scene morgue. Yeah, all of them. Just a fun thing to do. Acting. To be a murder victim in a film. It's gotta be the most enjoyable way to be a murder victim for sure. So every short film they make, the girls are never killed off. Oh. The girls are never killed off, which I find hilarious. The boys, not that lucky though. They are honey mustard pretzels, actually. Honey mustard, and then I also have like some spicy barbecue mixed in. There are some salted caramel ones that I've been wanting to get. I actually think I got those for work, like to have in like having my job's break room. But for me, I like a honey mustard, so. Okay. Wait, why is the camera moving? Well, I have a ghost. A ghost that likes to mess with stream. I've said the question out loud. It would have been really weird for me to not say anything. So I did answer. That was a slight joke. I don't actually have a ghost. No. Yeah, I have my sibling is here just helping me make sure that everything is like actually in frame. That was what that was. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was what I came up with on the spot. Okay. stuff without giving me the ability to like say like, hey, heads up, the camera's gonna move. Obviously, it's gonna have people asking questions. Yeah. No, but then you said anyway. It's all good. It's all good. All is good. Yeah. Yeah. It's very sweet. You're good. All good. Okay. All right, we've got a skirt. Can you actually help me by moving the camera so I can see that? Skirt. Thank you. Okay, so obviously there's going to be a lot of pleating that's happening in this last part because that's pretty big there. But we've got a skirt. Oh, this is so exciting! I'm so excited. This is great. This is great progress. This is a mock-up of the blouse that I'll be making with the Hello Kitty fabric. I made it out of this really cute floral. It's a wearable mock-up in that I haven't actually anyway, it's wearable, so but there's a lot of things. A lot of things I'm still like tweaking about it. So, yeah. So exciting! So very exciting. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. Oh, it's starting to rain. No, like it's actually raining outside. Ah! Woo! Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, this is so good. Okay. Now, next steps. Okay, next steps. There's a typo in this pattern. Which is fine. Those happen. Not that big of a deal. There's just two figure 13s instead of a figure 12 and a figure 13. Okay. Attach the waistband. Stay stitch all the way around the waistline of the skirt inside the seam allowance so it will not show on the final garment. Okay. Press the waistband in half, right side out. Yeah, okay, right side's out. So that it is 1.25 inches wide. Pin and based, a 1-inch pleat on the back panel with the opening towards the center back, figures 13 and 14. These markings pattern pin along the edge of the waistband, top edge, allowing for 1/2 inch of waistband to extend past the skirt waist at the center back. Pin and baste, twill tape or ribbon from the pocket. Okay. Okay. Figure 15. It does look like they want like 2 1-inch pleats. Do you want down? Apologies. I did not think the camera would pick up the microphone would pick up the crunching from that far away. Okay. So we got a stitch within the seam allowance, and I believe, what was my seam allowance? I don't remember. I've just been working off of vibes. What was my seam allowance? You're not specifying. It might be printed on the pad. I think I did an inch seam allowance or 5/8. I don't remember. I just know I added seam allowance. Okay. Okay. Done. Doop, 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 doop. Okay. Press waistband in half, right sides facing out. So that's 1.25 inches. That is what it is. Yes. Okay. I have to stand up again. Okay. Pin and baste 1-inch pleat. But it does look like there's a second. I guess it's a second pleat if necessary. Figure 15. A 1/2 inch of waistband to extend past the skirt. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Hello, Taroism. That's all right. Don't need to disturb your work. Thank you for stopping in on the YouTube stream. How's it going? Really quick to catch you up. We're putting the waistband on. Very excited. Very exciting. the proper support garments, so it's definitely not as layered underneath as it. Did I just take out? I did. Okay, where's that pin? Okay, it's fine. Okay. Got center front, clip in the back. I'll have a little bit more. Oh, there you go. Yikes. Well, I lost a pin. So the instructions only call for one pleat, but I think I'm going to do two. I think I'm going to do two in the back, just because I think I just have a little bit excess material in the waist area, like part. And that, I need to take care of that a little bit. But I think it's enough that I can just do two. If I do two pleats. Yeah, two pleats will be fine. And I found the pin. Woo! I'll use the thread from the failed bobbin winding earlier, and if I can find a needle, there's one. I'm gonna hand baste these in. And I have an appointment in an hour. So normally my streams, like Wednesday, I kind of stretch them depending on like what I have going on the rest of the day. I start generally at 10 and I go until noon. But I can go longer if I have time. But I'm meeting a friend I haven't seen in a while this afternoon, so I am gonna have to leave in like 5 minutes. So while I do this little bit of hand basting, I'll tell you what my plans are for the next couple streams, where you can find me, all that good stuff. So I'm here. I'm on the here being YouTube and Twitch. I am here at least 2 days. Well, I try to do 2 days a week, Sunday and Wednesday, Wednesday mornings, unless I have an appointment or something comes up and I'm not able to. But I'm here Sunday evening. I start stream at like 7:30 and I go until like 9:30, and that's usually just a gaming stream where I am right now. It is playing Hello Kitty Island of Adventure, in the theming of this Hello Kitty costume. I am thinking once I get this Hello Kitty costume done, I will do some streams playing Infinity Nikki. I think that would be really fun. Any other games that I'm able to actually be able to, with the technology that I have at my disposal right now, that I'm able to stream. We do those on Sunday, like a little game night, and then back here Wednesday for working on the projects. I'm also on TikTok and Red Notes. I post sporadically over there. I have not decided yet when I'm going to be coming back to Instagram, but I do have an Instagram. Cottagecore Land Girl on all platforms. So my plan right now is I'm going to get these done because I do have to leave in like 4 minutes. I will just be getting this hand basting done, and then I will come back next week and I will put the waistband on with you, and we'll get the waistband done because that'll be the next thing at the beginning of stream that I do, and on Wednesday, and then I will work on getting the hem facing put together. Well, the hem facing's all put together, but have it put on. So we'll work on that together in this co-bodying, you keeping me accountable and getting projects done in a timely manner. After my plan right now, after I get the skirt done, is we will take a slight bit of I think I should be able to get it done in one stream, hopefully, since I've already got all of like the little pieces cut out for the quilted panels and the jeans. I'm going to be taking one stream once this is done and working on my my strawberry shortcake inspired jean upgrade. So that'll be one stream, and then we'll get back to finishing this project with working on the blouse, which is the most Hello Kitty part of this costume because it literally has her all over it. So that is the plan, and I just got these all tacked in place. So just snip that. That'll go in there. And we'll put the thread away. And I will see you next time. Before I go, I want to thank everybody that has popped into the chat. Thank you, Kiki or V, whichever one of you is here right now. I know you guys have been popping in and out on the YouTube stream. Thank you, Terrorism, for stopping by while you were at work. I hope that you have a fantastic day. For the 4 people that are watching over on YouTube, absolutely have a wonderful day. It started to rain here, so I hope that you're able to find a little bit of sunshine and cheerfulness and fun on a gloomy day. If it's gloomy where you are, if it's not gloomy where you are, I hope that you enjoy the sunshine. Thank you to Amber Nicole for coming in on the Twitch chat. It's been nice chatting with you. I am so happy for you and your son with the award that he got. That's amazing, and I hope that he continues to enjoy acting and it maybe is able to get a role that doesn't require him to die, so he can branch out, get some experience with non-murder victim roles. But I hope that he has fun. Oh, well, I'm glad you both are watching. Thank you so much, both Kiki and V. Thank you all. Thank you all so much for being here. I am really happy to have shared this progress with you. And if I didn't have to go, like have to go, like I have to go, I would stay on and we would get this completed today because I feel like getting done, but I do have to get going. So thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you all on Sunday at 7:30. We're going to be continuing playing Hello Kitty Island of Adventure together, just for a little chill evening, and then we'll be back here next Wednesday. I might be starting stream a little bit late next Wednesday because I do have a doctor's appointment in the morning, but I did try and schedule that as early as I possibly could. That way I could get back here in time to do a stream. But it might be a little bit later just because of that. So yes, at least you got to say bye. Absolutely. Yeah. No, thank you so much for stopping in, Taroism. I hope you have a great day, the rest of your day at work, and a great evening. Take care.